worries me the most that there's no Drew Lasker, because if we're going to get a grip of McKnight, I think he's one player who's capable of doing something in that department.
His passes astray, and CJ Geddes gets the ball back. Sadeh Hussein stepped up for three, missed that one, but Mike Morsell takes a good offensive rebound. Morsell, who can't make the 2-point shot. It's scrappy, and there we have the alley-oop from Lewis. McKnight got back really well. Morsell to inbound from the end line for the Eagles. Lobs it into Geddes, once again faced by Tuck. Geddes who shot over.
And he always seems to play well against the Eagles, but he have had some really low-scoring games.
Here's Lewis.
Good night for Geddes to step up.
Back to Tuck, Tuck for three. Tuck makes the three. Okay, so he's Cook. Battered away by Geddes, picked up by Tuck. McKnight and Fletcher together. McKnight comes off the screen. Back out to Tuck. Tuck for three again. Makes another three. I don't know if that was a shot or a throw. It was poor effort in the end. Eagles need to get up on the other end, but yep. Sadeh Hussein does make the basket of it.
The better of the two teams.
They always look so organised when they come here, and yet, you know, they lost by 30 points at Rocks last week, which is a really big surprise.
That's what made me say these are two inconsistent teams. But Sheffield.
And Nick Lewis has got the range from 3 points if left alone, as he's just proved there with a nice nailed one from the side. Nick Schlitzer meanwhile tries to go for three. He doesn't make it, but Mike Morsell
inside and getting some reward from the putbacks. That's a great pass.
It was a great pass. Cashaw drive to the baseline and bounce pass inside to Cook on the free throw line, and he made the 2-point shot. Yes, Hussein to Geddes, out to Fletcher. Fletcher uses Geddes as a screen and then finds him inside. Good block by Cook, but Geddes managed to retain it. And then steals that ball. These two must have played against each other sometime, a number of times. There's Nick Schlitzer inside to Geddes. Geddes for two, and it goes. Essentially only run 7 men at the most, and a lot of that time is Boona and Dies the 7th man. There's Nick Lewis getting free, wide open. And
literally unopposed. Came off one screen and not one person called it, jumped it, went under it, over it, did absolutely nothing on it.
Cook has come on, back into the game. Defoe, that's a great pass to Ramon Fletcher. That was some pass from Darius Defoe to Ramon. Schlitzer. Fletcher thinking about three, then driving in. Nice pass inside to Geddes. Geddes drops them. Cook can't make it. Eagles come away with the rebound from Defoe. Fletcher attacking the basket at the other end. Into the corner to Kai Williams. Up and in for 3 points. That was good basketball by Unsworth down the line, not happy about something.
I think he's wanting to tech, isn't he? Good spell from the Eagles at the moment. Oh, well, it's completely spoiled.
Going to hold pretty much. Well, there's only 4 seconds left on the shot clock anyway. Cashaw's shot is off. Darius Defoe gives it to Mike Morsell. Mike Morsell is the one who brings it over halfway. And he puts up a 3 on the buzzer, and it doesn't quite drop. So that's the end of the very entertaining and very tight first quarter. Eagles lead 23-20. This is in a row from Sheffield.
Great drive, but the finish just simply didn't match the drive. That was interesting that Cook should choose to kick that ball out when he had a clear open look at the basket.
And Mike Morsell, here's Morsell now on the offensive end, and when he's stripped by Nick Lewis. Boona and Jai, Cook followed up, out to Lewis for 3, and Lewis knocks down the 3. Nice play there by Sheffield. And Sadeh Hussein, and it's Fletcher who brings the ball over the halfway line. 7:51 to go, Eagles lead by 4, 27-23. It's 7:46 obviously in the first half. Fletcher for 3. Jai's going to have to drive, I think, to the basket, and he had no chance really of laying that in. Sadeh Hussein was all over him. Took it as clean as a whistle, and we have Mike Morsell at the other end, and he goes coast to coast and lays it in for 2. 4 knocked it free, and Mike Morsell brought it up over the halfway line. Eagles, so Sadeh Hussein for 3, and it took its time. Mike Morsell in the corner. Morsell, a couple of fakes, but he decides not to shoot. Fletcher keeps the ball moving quickly, and it's into the 4. The 4 turnaround jump shot. He's made that almost his straight clock running. Brings it forward. Long pass out to Cashaw. Cashore comes inside against Morsell, trying to drive hard, but Morsell blocks him, and Morsell goes up again to block him. But Fletcher loses his handle.
Yeah, he's trying that floating pass in to get his when really the Sheffield defence have covered it.
Cashore for three, knocks it down.
To put two men on him.
Yes,
if he'd gone straight back up on that hook shot, he would have been in good shape.
Fletcher for three, in it goes. Ramon Fletcher having a big night tonight, 13 points personal, 4 assists.
Well, when
Eagles lead by 10.
When I saw those two defenders part the way, I thought he was going to split the defence, but actually they gave him so much room. That was a pretty easy three to take. That's nice a great cut.
Yeah, great play by McKnight to spot off. Fletcher gives it out to Defoe. Defoe to Schlitzer. Schlitzer thought about the three. Now does shoot the three from way downtown.
Now for the next 22 minutes or 21 minutes 42.
Took for three, that's off. Fletcher it is that takes the rebound. Fletcher tries to give the ball quickly to Morsell and doesn't. And Mackie McKnight punished running with 23 seconds to go. Fletcher, slight differential, 2 second differential between shot clock and game clock.
I think he's asked for a spread, hasn't he?
Yeah. He was going to try and run it as far down as he can, but he gets right in there and lays it in so casually almost. Sheffield's going to have to get a shot from the halfway line now. That's one of McKnight's specialities. He made one at the last game, but he hasn't made this one. And the Eagles fans on their feet applauding their team off at the half, and rightly so, as they lead by 47 to 34. An excellent first half performance from the Eagles.
Yeah, much improved performance from the Eagles, and the last few times these two teams we've met, we've said as they go into the locker room at half time, Coach McLeod's got the hardest task to figure out a way to get his Eagles back in the game. This time it's completely reversed. His job is to make sure they maintain what they're doing well.
Long pass out from McKnight. Nick Lewis works his way inside. Nice move by Nick Lewis. Hussein, Fletcher. He's tried to go through the middle of two people there, and he really did feel he was fouled, but I don't see it. Cashore comes forward, and he knocks down a two from the elbow. 4 point start for Sheffield. Gap's down to 9. Mike Morsell gets it over the halfway. Schlitzer, but that's lazy from the Eagles. And Nick Lewis, that's a 6-0 start. And McLeod, once they've made that call, it's almost unheard of for them to change it. Yes, Hussein for two. Knocks it down from Fletcher. Pass to Cook. Cook back out. Lewis is going to go hard at Schlitzer. He needs to take the ball with him. Didn't. And Schlitzer gets the ball off to Morsell, who's off to the races. Not quite sure what Nick Lewis is doing there, Dave, but certainly, oh, that's a nice play from McKnight there. Hussein to Fletcher. Schlitzer inside to Gettys. Gettys with a hook shot. In it goes for two. Over Mike. Unlike McKnight to have missed 2 shots from that sort of distance. Fletcher gives it to Kai Williams in the corner. Kai can't make the 2-3 point shot, but another offensive rebound from CJ. CJ Gettys misses the jump shot. Connor Cashore goes hard at the other end, and he lays it in for 2. You can see 12, 3:42 to go in the third. They need to get back into this game as soon as they can. Here's Cashore again. He kicks it out to McKnight. McKnight thought about the 3, but he kicks it to Marsden. Shot clock down to 5 as McKnight works around, and he puts up the floater, and in it goes right on the 2:53. McKnight uses Marsden's screen. Back to Marsden. Marsden's going to drive at CJ Gettys. Does well, Marsden there, gets round Gettys and then reverse. I think CJ Gettys wanted to stay out there, but oh, nice pass from Fletcher, but Morsell can't gather it in fully. Got it at first, then was stripped clear. There's Cashore at the other end. He makes the bucket. So we have McKnight up to 4 assists. The Eagles is Defoe and Fletcher again. That's the combination. Has been tonight 3 or 4 times, but it's been Defoe feeding Fletcher, and Fletcher gets in for the layup, puts the layup in, takes him up to 17 points personal. Oh, nice work by McKnight. And Dave was just saying about McKnight. Oh, yeah. Kai Williams turns the corner, gives it to Defoe. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Defoe can't make the point, but that's a good offensive rebound by Morsell, who finds Hussein, who gives it back to Morsell. Morsell manages to lay it in for 2.
Now what?
Technical foul on Mike Morsell for asking for an and 1, basically. Gap, and all of a sudden Sheffield right back in this game. We said they had to start making a run, and it's McKnight who's certainly starting to make that run. Shaking his head and smiling. Eagles got 5, 4, 3, 2. Fletcher's going to have to lose this one. He does. Doesn't go in at the buzzer. So that's the third quarter done, and now it's anybody's game. David Sheffield making a really strong comeback. Eagles lead 60-56 with 10 minutes to go. Eagles with Fletcher, Williams, Defoe, Schlitzer and Hussein. McKnight again. Certainly injected some pace in the second half. Twists and turns round Fletcher and lays it in
like
for
he's
2.
on a mission, isn't it?
And that's going to be it as well, Dave.
Yeah.
One of the prime scorers. But this 5 has done really well for them. Cheshire turning the corner twice against Schlitzer, but gets it out to Njai, who drives inside. He's going to go all the way to the Buscombe point game. It's still Sheffield who have got the momentum at the moment. Kai Williams almost has that ball stolen by Bruno Njai. Fletcher will go in the paint and lays it in for 2. Ball's in. McKnight's going to shoot the 3 off the screen, doesn't make it. CJ Geddes, who's back on, takes another rebound. He's 12th of the game. Fletcher to Williams, back out to Defoe to Fletcher. Fletcher up for 3, makes the 3. Ramon Fletcher certainly the man. Offensive charge, and unfortunately Nick Fletcher was a little bit too tight under the basket to shoot it in. Fletcher gives it into Geddes. Geddes bullets it back out to Mike Morsell. Mike Morsell up for 3 and in for 3. Back to back, 6:39 to go. McKnight tries to reply for Sheffield. His is off the rim, and Darius Defoe comes forward with the rebound. Fletcher this time long ball to Geddes. Geddes, who's made the off-down, and he takes it. That's his 9th rebound of the game. He's heading towards a double-double as well. Fletcher drives in, uses the right hand, rolls it in. CJ Geddes got a piece of that. And Nick Schlitzer takes the rebound. Mike Morsell's now going to drive all the way to the basket. Little Euro step. In it goes for 2 more from Mike Morsell. Get his ball above his head. Mike Morsell up for 3. That's a long way off. Nick Lewis gets the rebound. Morsell obviously feeling the moment. Nick Lewis going to drive hard. Tries to put it in. Doesn't make it. But straight forward. Guarded by Cheshire. Almost give it to Defoe, but good defense by Bennett Cook. Defied Defoe. Not easy to see, is it? Defied Defoe. Fletcher turns inside outside. There's a long floater, and down it goes from on Fletcher up to 27 points personal. More importantly for the Eagles, it's a 9-point gap again. Here's McKnight, behind the back pass. Fantastic bit of play once.
A great game at the moment. He's hit some really tough points.
Gives it inside to Defoe. That'll be another assist for Fletcher. Didn't, but unfortunately the other end for Sheffield. Cheshire can't take advantage of it. Fletcher to Morsell. Morsell for 3.
That's huge. That is
inside the last
huge.
2 minutes. Organising these defensive troops. 1:41 to go. Eagles lead by 11. That was too easy. That was far too easy. I think that's what Fletcher's almost waiting for. Nice little pass inside, but Geddes can't get it. And Nick Lewis is going to come away. Mike Morsell can't foul him, otherwise he would have fouled out. It's set up play. Bennett Cook just pulls. No, took too long, and he can't get that shot away. He can get the 2-point shot away, and Connor Cheshire makes the 2 points. He makes the second, that's 30 points. 7-point gap. McKnight from miles out for 3. Misses that shot. Darius Defoe picks the rebound up. The buzzer goes for the end of the game. Eagles win by 86-79. And although it was only 7 points, I think it was a little bit more comfortable in that game.
Yeah, well, you know, we talked about what the Eagles needed to do. That tick a number of boxes, and I think they pretty much ticked them all. The home form has come back. CJ Geddes was huge tonight. may not have scored a massive amount of points, but I think, was it 15 rebounds?
15 rebounds.
And we talked about getting to grips with him that night. They did, but nobody got to grips with Ramon Fletcher in the second half. He was absolutely outstanding in the second half.
Yeah, probably the difference between the two sides. Ramon Fletcher finished with 30 points and 9 assists. CJ Geddes, as Dave says, 15 rebounds. Mike Moselle, second top scorer with 18. Connor Cashaw had a big game for Sheffield with 22 points before he fouled out. But the end result doesn't matter about all those stats. The one stat which does count is Newcastle Eagles 86, Sheffield Sharks 79, and the Eagles go forward to the BBL Trophy semi-final, where they will play the Cheshire Phoenix. And in the other side of the draw, it'll be Worthing Thunder or Solent Stars who will take on the Bristol Flyers. From Dave and myself, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, good night.